more recently, we started using this request app called MySet, MySet.
Yeah.
And what you're able to do is put QR codes out. And I'm actually getting a banner created that'll just go by the front of the stage, like a foot and a half tall.
Sure.
But what I've done is what you do is you load your song list, your specific band's song list into
Yeah,
this
right.
app. Yeah. And any fan can scan the QR code and they pop up to your band's page. It also does have your social media and other things, but you can set a minimum tip threshold. So I typically just do $5 and
Yep.
it assigns that to every song, or you can go into individual songs like Freebird and put $1,000.
Sure. Yeah.
And if we're never going to play it, but if somebody's going to throw us $1,000, I will start that chord progression right now. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but this
Yeah,
app,
yeah.
we've just started dabbling with it. We've used it 3 times so far, and it's been very, very cool. I learned about it from Steve Witchell over at Cover Band Central,
Yeah.
and I've been advocating it to all the local bands I know. I'm like, you guys, you should try this. It's very easy to set up, and we played a venue where it's impossible to get tips because there's like a physical bar between the stage and the audience.
Oh,
So
right.
so therefore nobody's ever going to be like, hey, can you pass the band to $20? Like it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But we put this QR code out on all the tables and we ended up making over $100 because it fosters this very cool interaction
I was
with
just
the
going to say,
crowd.
there's the interactivity of it. Yeah.
But more so, I'm an introverted guy beyond what you may see in my band's videos. You know, when I get a guitar on and I'm running around on stage, that's one version. That's stage Adam.
Yeah.
But regular Adam, pretty shy guy. And what I would rarely go up to a band and say, hey, here's a 20. Can you play my favorite song? But what this allows is like the introverts in your audience to sit at their table, scan the code. They can put a message with their song request too. They can say, "Hey, it's my girlfriend's birthday. Can you give her a shout out?"
Yeah.
So there's this interactive element, and it's people that are maybe too shy to come up and put a tip right, and they have to come on stage, kind of be part of the limelight to do an old school
Yes,
cash
you're
tip.
part of the show when you're going up to the stage, like whether you like
Right.
it or not. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And I know in my own personal life, I've wanted to tip people and I've avoided it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up there and
Yeah.
make a big deal. So this allows just anybody, shy people, whatever, to just be part of the show, and you can give them a shout out on the microphone. It says their
If they
name
want.
or their
Yeah.
request.
Right.
And they can do the minimum tip, or they can go above that. And many people go above that $5. People
Sure,
give
why not?
15, $20, and it's like, hey, this is awesome. And I highly recommend people check out that app and experiment. If your band is a band that has a decent repertoire and can play requests, you can add your songs that you're willing to play, and they can still request anything random. There's still a manual type in.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's been really fun, and I'm really digging into that lately and enjoying that.
Wow, this is great. So, as I'm looking at it here, so everybody knows, they charge $1.50 a transaction. By default, that's actually charged to your fans. So you're getting 100% of everything that comes in through this. But
Yes.
you can tweak it so that you pay the fees and your fans are just paying this flat amount or whatever. That's really cool. And where does the money come from? Like, is it using Venmo or PayPal, or is it charging their credit card? Like, what's the...
Yeah, so the really cool thing about it is that it allows Apple Pay, and I believe that's via Square is
Okay.
the
Yep.
support.
Great.
So
Yeah, okay.
I think the other option is people could use credit cards, and I've actually been in touch with the designer of this app to say, hey, can you integrate like Venmo or something like that? That would be cool. And he said Square is not currently set up for that,
No.
but it's and we've tried Venmo in the past, like we've just put out our Venmo handle, and honestly, very little uptake. Here and there we would get one, but with this app, we've gotten more takers than any other thing we've tried.
Well, because it makes it interactive in a bespoke way. Certainly, people can. I've seen bands, and I think we've done it too with Monkey Fist, where we say, "Look, we put out the QR code for our Venmo or whatever, our Venmo handle on like you're talking about, like little table inserts or something,
Right.
so that everybody's got easy access to it." And they can send a note with it, which could include a request, of course. They could say anything they want. They could say, you guys suck, but play this song and I'll like you anyway. But it's not this workflow that is completely built for, stepping people through, type here, pay here, go, so yeah, I can see why this lowers the friction. It makes it simpler.
Yeah, it's the best I've experienced, and they pay you out within 2 days. It goes right to your bank account if you set it up that way, direct deposit. So I'm loving it. I'm really excited to continue using this. I wish I had started years ago, but now is the best time.
Today is the second best day. It always is. Yep. If yesterday was the best day, then today's the second best. That's right. Wow. All right. We'll put a link to that in the show notes at giggabpodcast.com. That's amazing.